So we just heard that cool video of line up the dot and give it all you got. So remember, that's what we're going to do and apply. So we're going to apply those rules as we go through here, and we're just going to line up the dot. When we're adding and subtracting, it has specific rules. Multiplying and dividing have specific rules. So adding and subtracting for fractions had specific rules. You had to have a common denominator. So there's reasoning and everything. So we just need to make sure we understand that reasoning. Okay, so if you look at number 1, the integer rules are going to apply no matter where we are or what we're doing. So on number 1, it says 3.46 plus negative 11.892. Okay, so we're going to line up the dot, but we got to decide how to work that. We have a positive and a negative, so we have different signs. So we're going to subtract and keep the sign of the larger. So I have 11.892 minus 3.46. Okay, so I've lined up my dot. I've made sure my dot, remember, it's just kind of like money. Pennies need to go over pennies, dimes, you know, and such, and dollars over dollars. So I'm going to fill in whatever I don't have with a 0. If you don't need to fill it in, don't. But I usually do unless I'm in a hurry. So 2 minus 0 is 2. 9 minus 6 is 3. 8 minus 4 is 4. 11 minus 3 is 8. Okay, so we subtracted these. We keep the sign of the larger. Our sign is going to be negative, so it's going to be negative 8.432. So that's our answer for example 1. Example 2 is more just of a subtraction problem. We're just going to have to line it up. So there's no negative and positive. You can take 6 from 54, so we don't need to change the sign or anything. So I'm just going to say 54.82 minus 6.783. Well, I need to put a 0 up here. And we're going to have to remember our borrowing rules. So we're going to borrow from this one and make that 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. Borrow from this one. I'm going to make that 11. That's going to be 3. 7 minus 7 is 0. Borrow here. We get 8 and then 4. And our sign is going to be just positive, which is 48.037. Okay, so it's going along pretty smoothly. Number 1 is just addition. There's no negative signs. So it's 5.6 plus 2.83. We're going to line that dot up. We're going to fill in the zeros where we need to. 0 plus 3 is 3. 6 plus 8 is 14. Carry your 1. 6, 7, 8. And I don't think I've said this out loud, but we just carry that decimal straight down in addition or subtraction. Just goes straight underneath. Okay, number 2 is a little bit more unique. Okay, we have a positive 0.0872 and a negative and a minus 3.6. And I almost said negative because I can't take 3.6 from this little bitty number. So I'm going to leave, change. Okay, so when I leave, change that means I'm going to subtract and keep the sign of the larger. So I'm going to put 3.6 on top and 0.0872 on bottom. And then make sure I fill in all of my zeros. Okay, so this one's going to be subtraction right here. So we're going to have to borrow all the way from over here. Borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 8 is 1. 5 minus 0 is 5. And then we have 3. Now our bigger sign was the 3.6. So we're going to have negative 3.5128. And eventually we're going to start rounding a little bit, but that's where we're going to be today. Okay. So number 3, we have different signs. So we're going to subtract and keep the sign of the larger. So 15.716 is going to be on top still. And 8.274 is going to be there. So I'm going to subtract. What's my end result's going to be negative because 15 is bigger than 8. So 6 minus 4 is 2. 1, I can't subtract there, so I'm going to borrow. 11 minus 7 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. 15 minus 8 is 7. So my answer is negative 7.442. Okay. So I'm hoping you're feeling pretty good. I'm going to do number 4. And then we'll talk a little bit different here in just a minute. Okay, so this is a negative minus another number. I need to leave, change here. So I'm going to leave this number, change the sign, okay? So that makes it a 2 negatives, add and keep the sign. Okay, so we have same signs. We're going to add and keep the sign. So I'm going to line up my dot and give it all I got. Line up the dot, give it all I got, okay? So I'm going to fill in those gaps right there with the 0. And then I'm going to add straight down. And I got 60.3016. Okay, so I want you to pause the video right here. And you're going to do 5 and 6 on your own. And then we'll come back and check it. Okay, you should have your answers on there written as such. So our last 2 problems are word problems. So the first one says, Mrs. Hopkins went shopping at H-E-B. I love to go shopping, but I'm really into delivering lately, just saying it's really cool. So she bought 2 loaves of bread for $2.29 each, 1 gallon of milk for $3.49, and a package of hamburger meat at $8.49. She paid the cashier with a $20 bill. How much change did she receive? Okay, we need to think about how we should solve this one. So I need to know how much I spent. And how am I going to do that, Nicole?
Add up all your money or add up all the stuff that you bought.
Perfect. So I'm going to add up all. But here's the kicker. I need to pay attention to my wording. So I said 2 loaves of bread, right? Then what else? A gallon of milk, which was what? $3.49, and then some hamburger meat, which is $8.49. I'm going to go into that other problem, but okay, so I'm going to add that all up, and I'm going to get 36 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 15 there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 16. So I got a total of $16.56. Is that my answer, though? No, that's my total bill, right? But I had a $20 bill, so I gave them my 20, and they gave me how much change? What am I going to have to do? Yes, 20. This is why decimals are so important. People will cheat you, guys. You got to be careful. With your money, yeah. And they don't mean to sometimes. Like I've seen people at concession stands. They don't mean to. They give you the wrong change, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to get scammed. Well, I mean, you're the one out of the money. Concession stand made it. So you should get $3.44. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, our last one. Miss Ship likes to shop on Amazon. She had a few baby items in her cart. The prices were $8.59, $10.99, and $6.79. She had a $25 gift card from her birthday. Did she have enough money on the gift card to buy everything in her cart? This is real world life right here. Okay? So buying on Amazon, shopping at H-E-B, it's the closest I can get to real world. Okay? I'm going to add up all those things in Mrs. Ship's cart. She is having some fun getting them all added up. Okay? 7. I got 27, carried the 2. 16, 23, 10, 16, 26. So I got that she had $26.37. What a gift card did she have? It was for what? $25. Does she have enough?
No.
No. How much more would she need?
$1.
She is short $1.37. How did y'all get that?
You take off $1. Yeah.
Well, we subtracted her $25 gift card, right? So she's short $1.37. She can probably get those things if she wants.
Would it be negative $1?
Well, I just said she is short, so normally it would be negative, but I just said she's short, so that's kind of the same thing, okay? So,